Hello and welcome to this next author's notes video. Well, I don't know. I'm probably not going to be very controversial here. I don't want to be all gloom and doom. I'm just struggling right now. Now, some personal things can be very triggering. It's a stupid thing, but they can cause a spiral of some anxiety and some depression, and that's happening. But there's also, I just published World Apart and Carry Your Heart. Both of them are real good. Wouldn't have minded them getting a little tighter, but I put a lot of work into it, and I feel good about the stories. Just publish those books, and those who have read them are really, really thinking they're great, and I believe that that's true. I'm good at the writing thing, and I love the writing thing, and I'm getting too old to just write and to dwell in this world of nobody seeing my books. So I have to learn to market my books. I know that. And I keep having to tell myself, you're going to regret not having done this if you don't do it now. Learning to market, right? So I paid for a course and I started scratching into it a little bit a few weeks ago, and this week and last week I've been going a little harder, and this week I'm going a lot harder. And you know, I know I can do it. I know I can do the work. I don't have a problem with doing the work. I work is easy for me. I can put my head down and do things, but I get so discouraged, so deflated when I don't get payoff, when I don't have a reward for the work, when I don't have something that comes back to me, when there's not a good transaction from my input. I don't get something back. Um, my input results in good stuff. It results in good output, but I can't control whether or not it really, really actually works and takes. And it's hard because I've tried so many things. I've tried so many advertising things. Obviously, I haven't found the thing that works. But there's a part of me that thinks that nothing's ever going to work, or that I'm not going to be able to be detail oriented enough or analytical enough. Because I am a smart guy, and I'm happy to get into things. But I do not like the idea of having to spend hours and hours figuring out how to test ad campaigns. Just the very idea of that just makes me want to break something and throw it and throw my hands up in the air. I don't and I don't know. I mean, I'm taking a course, and I already know everything that he said except for one or two things. And it's a good course that people rave about it. One person says that it changed their writing career, and I've seen their writing career. It's amazing. She's an indie. So I gotta believe that it's gonna help. It's hard to believe that it's gonna help because nothing's worked so far. I just turned 49, and I sell 5 or 6 books a month without advertising. Sometimes I have a good month and I sell 10. Um, Last month I made $60 in royalties. Last month, April, the month essentially where I launched 2 books. So it's kind of frustrating. I don't know what to do. I mean, I have a document that says this is how you do a launch, and I tried to follow those steps, and I suck at it. Um, I'm learning to be patient. That's one thing that's been really beneficial. I'm learning to be patient in many aspects of my life. I gotta find more ways to be patient or to become better at it for my personal life. But I don't know, man. I don't know where I'm going with this, but I don't want to discourage people who want to write books and try to make a career of it, because you never know who's going to be successful. There's no predicting who's going to be successful, and the adage, the truism, whatever you want to call it, it is a truth that the more work we do, the harder we work, the smarter we work, the more we learn, the better the chance that something that we do will stick and will actually start paying off. And so I believe that if I keep my head, there's a level of me that believes that if I just keep putting my head down and getting to work and doing what I need to do, I'll be able to do that. I'll be able to find some success. But then there's so much of me, and it's the much of me that remembers all the failure over and over and over again. finding some Facebook ads that seemed to be kind of working, and then I realized, oh no, they're spending more than I can afford, and they're not making profit. They're just barely breaking even. So selling plenty of books, but not enough to pay for the not enough to make actual money, just enough to break even. Sometimes, most of the time, not even enough to break even. It's deflating, and it's so hard to stay motivated. Really, what I want is some forking book marketing guru to say that I can pay them $100 for them to sit next to me for an hour, actual physically next to me or on a Zoom or some other virtual thing, sit next to me or sit across the internet from me and freaking coach me. So I don't have to try to find what's gonna, in this course that this, oh, okay, that I can try, that I can try. These things aren't gonna work for me, but that I can try, that I can try. I want somebody to see what I've done and tell me, this is where you fricked up. This is where you screwed up. Try this instead. I still have to figure it out on my own. I'm so tired. Sorry. I'm very tired of doing this alone. Yeah, man. I'm really tired of going it alone. Having to scratch and plead and beg for help of any kind. It's getting old. And I don't have the money to pay for help anymore. I've invested I cannot invest a single penny more into this until I recoup some of the cost I've spent this year. So anyway, this is not an inspiring video so far, and I'm sorry, not everything's inspiring. You get hit, you get knocked down, and it's not necessarily a single event that knocks you down. It's a series of things, personal things, professional things. I don't know. We just celebrated our 25th anniversary and just turned 49, and these are moments. These are moments where you kind of have a vision of where you thought you'd be, and where they're markers in time and in your life, and you start to, you can see the successes. It's not like I'm blind to the achievements and the beautiful things in my life. I have a pretty good marriage. We can do better always. I can do better for sure, and my wife can do better for sure. But we do really well, and I love her dearly and like her so much most of the time. Really, nearly all the time. It's a blessing. She's a blessing. And our kids are, for the most part, just so beautiful and wonderful. I hope you can hear me. I'm talking kind of quiet. Sorry. We have a lovely home, but inflation and the way our economy is making the good money that my wife makes not go as far as it should, and it's so frustrating for in that area as well. And she said, she insists I have to spend money in order to make this work, and I know that that's true, but I'm tired of spending money and having it not work, and it's hard for me to believe that it's going to work, that people are going to care to read my stuff, even though it's really good, like really good. And I can't give up. I don't have quit in me. I don't have it. I will keep going long after I should have stopped. But in this case, I'll never stop. So I don't know. So I have a list of maxims above my desk here, right? Maxims for life and writing. They're all for life, only one's for writing. My maxim for writing is, for writing, I will always have goals and overall objectives and plans. Well, I had some. I've used them up. So I think that I probably ought to, at this point, write some goals down and some overall objectives and some plans, kind of my vision for the year. Break it down into how I'll try to get there, and my vision for my year of writing, my year of marketing, my year of teaching, my year of speaking. And I probably ought to write all that down. I'm tired, man. I'm not sure what to do at this point. I mean, I'm not going to stop doing what I'm what's currently underway. I'm going to keep doing this course, and I'm going to very fearfully launch an ad campaign to try to build a mailing list and to try to get people to buy my books and review them eventually and try to get somewhere, and I'll do it with these both the writer names I'm using now, and see if I can make this work, and and have hope that it will work, and a sort of belief that it might eventually work, that I'll finally figure it out, that something will finally click, but also have a pretty strong belief that it's never going to work, that I'm going to be doing this in this way, in this level of success until I'm 60 and 70 and 80, until I can't anymore. I don't know. Anyway, so let me know if you have any advice. Let me know if you have any ideas. Not that I'm going to try anything new right now, because I'm trying something new right now. I'm trying to add this marketing course. It's a pre-recorded course. I'm not working with someone. I have paid for the course, and I'm using and I'm learning it. I'm going through all these videos, and some of them are long, and I'm watching them at 1.5 speed. But the thing is, I can't stop writing. I know in my heart that I'm supposed to write, and I also know that I can't not. That when I'm not writing, I know that my mental health is not good. I have to write in order to be true to myself. So there it is. And at the same time, I need people to read my stuff. And I need people to read my stuff. And I'm tired of having to ask them to. I want people to see my stuff and say, I want to read that. So we'll see. In the meantime, I'm not going to stop. I'm going to do what Rocky says. Get hit, and then keep moving forward. Get hit, and keep moving forward. Nothing's going to hit as hard as life. It will beat you to your knees and keep you there. But it's not about hitting back. It's, as he says, it's like, it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward, how much you can take and keep moving forward. And then he says that's how winning is done. And winning is not a destination. Winning is the journey. Winning is keeping going, rejiggering, trying again, learning, finding your weakness and making it strong, hopefully through the grace of God and through the grace of intelligence and having no quit in me. I can do it. It's just hard. Just hard. So, really hard. Anyway, those of you who do watch these videos, who do tune in, I appreciate you very much. I appreciate the subscribers to this channel. I'm frustrated at how long it's taking to get to 1,000 subscribers. You would not believe the watch hours. In fact, I'm just going to tell you my watch hours on this channel. I have to have 10,000 watch hours, right? Like viewing hours in order to monetize. Plus, I also need to have 1,000 subscribers. I hit 10,000 viewing hours in my first month of having this channel. Like in my first 2 weeks. Excuse me. So I'm going to just go lifetime. My channel in its lifetime, it's not even at a year. It's a month away from a year. Has gotten 42,321 views so far. Watch time is 31.2 thousand hours. I am 3 times the watch time I need to have. I just can't get the subscribers. Everybody says do this, do that, do that, but I don't get more subscribers when I do this stuff. Anyway, I do appreciate and love you, and would appreciate any help that you'd be willing to give. And I'm going to whine at you about something else. And this is not like a dig at my family or anything, but friends. But I think I'm bad at being a friend and a family member sometimes, because I see all these writers these indie writers and even not indie writers, with doing traditional or hybrid. and their family and their friends, not all of them by any means, but a lot of them are fully engaged in their career. They're like, yeah, another book. I'm going to tell all my friends. Let me get 10 of them for my book club, or for my, all of my grandkids or something. What the frig? I don't get that stuff. I don't know how to build that. I have no idea. Like, I have a family, I have a wife. She doesn't read all my stuff. She eventually does, but it takes her a while because she's very busy. My kids, not all of them read everything. My brother probably hasn't read a single one of my books. My sister, I think she's read a couple. And this isn't against them. Everybody's busy, but I just don't know how to make a relationship where somebody's interested and was spontaneously, out of just pure kindness or love or interest or engagement, willing to help. Especially when I feel like I am doing that. So I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't even know if I should publish this one. This one's depressing as frick. I feel like I should say something really inspiring, but I don't have that in me right now. I will put this up. You need to know how hard this job is. How hard art can be. How much it takes out of us. And I'll keep going. I'm not going to give up. Even though maybe if I gave up, or said I was going to give up the week before I did or the day before I did, I'd get that call that would change everything. The thing is, I'm not waiting to be happy. I'm a happy guy. I'm overall pretty joyous. And I know I'm blessed, and I see beauty around me, and I have a lot of enjoyment in the journey. There are milestones I want to hit, and I know that those milestones will enable certain level ups that I am excited to be a part of. But I'm not holding off on being happy and excited about the work I do and what I do in life right now. I'm not waiting for that. It's not about destination. I know it's about journey. And I know I can only do as much as I can, and that's it. But I'm tired of doing as much as I can and then thinking, but am I? But having none of it really stick. So I'll keep going, and I'll keep letting you know how it's going. And I do appreciate your support and constant support. Keep reading.